Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for everything DB, good D and bad D. What do we got, D?
Yeah, let's go. We don't have a history this week, but we got some good plays. Starting with the Chicago Bears coming off of back-to-back wins. We kind of spoke about it earlier in the week about the job that Dennis Allen and specifically Al Harris, one of AJ's old teammates, have been doing with this Bears secondary. Let's watch Kevin Byard here. If you pause this right here, middle of the screen, right before that safety move, it looks like something middle close, maybe cover 1, maybe cover 3, and then post snap, you'll see it go to a cover 2 with Kevin Byard pretty much being this run-through guy. Now, if you pause it, run it back a couple frames, you pause it here kind of the top of Geno's drop, he is reading that defender, let's say right outside of the hash mark, between the hash mark and like that 30-yard line mark. He's reading that defender. He's high-lowing him. He is the defender in conflict in Geno's mind with this dagger concept. So the slot receiver, he's clearing it out, and you got a dig route coming in. So once that defender on 3rd and 7 bites up at the sticks, which is what a lot of zone defenders do, he thinks, hey, hit this guy 2 yards outside the hash, going to be wide open. Nope, Kevin Byard's all over it, comes off the clear route to the dig route, diving interception. They tried to write Kevin Byard off. Started off a little slow, but he made some big-time plays. 2 interceptions in this one. Tyreek Stevenson had a great one as well, but great job anticipating the concept, kind of baiting the quarterback into this throw, and then finishing it with a great catch across the middle.
Thanks for not finishing the right off, I didn't write back thing, because that's actually a Geno quote, trademark, and patented, and then you were going to use it against him. So thank you for not doing that. But the Chicago Bears defense might be the real deal. I mean, there were some spectacular picks that they showed. And Geno Smith, a lot of people were kind of hating on him. It's like great plays out of the defense of the Chicago Bears. They might have figured it out.
Yeah, this is a great play. And if you run it back to that wide copy, a lot of people will say, Monday morning quarterback, hey, if you hold on to this, you let this rip to that seam route, right down the middle, it's wide open because that corner at the bottom is not getting there. That safety's definitely not getting there if you just lead him and throw it out there, which he's made some big-time plays. I believe that's Tucker. Yep. But when they're running this play, they're running this to be a clear out. They're running this to get past the sticks. See dagger concept almost every week on here. And reading that defender that he's reading, he thought he had the right answer, but this is a great job by a veteran safety making a big-time play.
That's some good D. We got some more good D, or are we showcasing a lot?
No, we got some more good D.
Good day.
We do good. We got some good defense here. And this is a trick play down here, 3rd and 5.
Good one.
Trick play. Let's do a little reverse. Hand it off to Chris Olave. Let's see, hit the quarterback. Nope. Cole Bishop came across with a nasty one-handed snag to finish this play off. What you got, AQ?
You see the block? You see the block down at the end there after the interception?
Yeah.
Watch this coming in right here. Wait for it.
Boom! Ooh, that's cheap.
That's cheap. I'm surprised I didn't call that. Yeah. Look at the Caucasian flying through the sky, obviously stealing a pick. Normally, trick plays work for every team in the NFL. This one, absolutely not, says Cole Bishop.
If you run it back a little bit at the beginning, once Olave is kind of pulling this ball back, and obviously he's not a quarterback, but when he's pulling this ball back, pause it. He thinks, like right now you see Spencer Rattler wide ass open. If he gives him a better throw, maybe a little bit more heat on it towards that pylon, I think he does catch this and score. But Cole Bishop, when you're in this position as a DB, this is when you kind of look back and hope for a bad throw and just make a play, because if he catches it in stride, he's going to score anyway. That's what Cole Bishop did, and then went up and made a phenomenal grab.
I love a little good D down.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, look at those fans, too.
Yeah, they love good D, too.
Getting after, they love that D.
Yeah, they love that Cole Bishop D.
And look at the score right here, too. This is a 10-14 game, so they score a touchdown right here. The Saints will be up 17-14 against the Buffalo Bills. And then the next one, the Jacksonville Jaguars. We've been talking about this game.
What's this all about? They got in the trenches and good D.
Boom, that's always good vibes when you can do that. Watch Devin Lloyd here right in the middle of this defense. Probably will be the AFC Defensive Player of the Week with his performance this week. Now, this is that middle run-through, similar to what Kevin Byard was, but Kevin Byard came from more depth. Him just reading this pass concept, once again understanding where that deep dig route is going to come from. Brock Purdy can't make this throw. The throw did get batted at the line of scrimmage, but I think it would have been intercepted either way. Great job anticipating this play and then making the catch. So, bam! Right here, tip. Maybe threw it off just a little bit once again. I think this is getting intercepted either way. A great performance from Devin Lloyd. Once again, we've been talking about complimentary football. This defense, Last year, they had 9 takeaways the entire year. They're already up to 13 takeaways and leading the National Football League in takeaways. So big-time turnaround with Anthony Campanelli over there, the defensive coordinator.
Is it mindset, personnel? What is it?
All of those things. Mindset, personnel, being comfortable within the scheme. And then sometimes the ball just bounces your way. This is a great play. He went out there and made this play, but sometimes just being around the football to end the Houston Texans game, like 30-something seconds left on the clock. C.J. Stroud going to make a throw. Josh Hines-Allen kind of strip sacks, hits the ball as it's on its way out, kind of becomes an overthrow, just a little duck in the air. He picks that one off. We had Jordan Lewis last week on Everything DB showing that disguise pre-snap, getting back into the flat, and then making a big-time play. So just executing. And a good coaching staff. They got a good coaching staff over there. And something, obviously, it was a lot talked about Saleh and Liam Cohen. But after the game, yesterday, actually, Robert Saleh was asked about the whole dust-up once again. It was something he said that had nothing to do with that. But he was giving compliment to Liam Cohen. He said something. Let's actually get to the clip, and I'll go off and then get some bad tea.
They're really, really good at putting their players in position to be successful. You know, as coaches, we're always chasing leverage. They're trying to have winning leverage. We're trying to take leverage away.
So leverage, and you're very familiar with it in the kicking game. Lanes, lane integrity, offensive linemen. And it's something like leverage is like a big-time word. And the casual fan at home might not understand it as much. When you see guys wide-ass open or a big run play happens, you're like, what? How the hell did that happen? So this is an example of that. One of the best wide receivers in the league, 6 touchdowns right now. And you can kind of think, okay, every defense coming into the red zone, if you pause it here, you want to know where 14 is, where St. Brown is in every play. So right now, Grant Delpit, he's guarding him. They're getting some information right here. Okay, is he following 14 to the left and to the right? Maybe man-to-man coverage. Now let it roll here. So now when you get down here and you have a tight formation or a slot defender, you can see the corner at the bottom of the screen on JMO. Outside leverage, the corner up top, outside leverage. Grant Delpit, outside leverage. But what the Detroit Lions do here is do a good job running a rub route, a natural pick route with Tesla on the outside. So he's just running his vertical route, and he's going to set a natural pick, which takes away that leverage. And now without a switch, without a combination switch, it's a walk-in touchdown for one of the best wide receivers in the National Football League. So when Saleh says something like, hey, coaches and players, we're always trying to find a way to get our players in good leverage. That could be a wide receiver. That could be an offensive lineman getting a little chip, a little help. We're always looking for that leverage on any given play, and this is a great example of that and why a lot of big plays happen and why touchdowns happen.
Thank you. That's cheating. Offense is cheating right there. That's a pick play.
He did a great job just running his route. If he stopped or he made it clear, and you can't set a pick within 1 yard of the line of scrimmage, this was a little deeper, but he just ran straight up the field. And usually with young wide receivers, they don't do a good job playing this off. He just ran straight up, and it's a natural pick, and you can get away with that.
He's finished it, too.
Yeah.
Full sell on the other side.
Great job.
No, I'm running a full route here. That wasn't just to chip this guy right through his outside shoulder and have Amon-Ra St. Brown wide-ass open for a touchdown. Finishes his route full pace. Yep, these refs are going to think, nope, I'm out here. Never going to get that ball.
Ever.
Good sell.
It's a great sell.
That's good sell.
Never even look back. Never even look back. Yeah, it's a rookie. So that lets you know it's great coach. Shout out Johnny Moe over there.
Johnny Moe.
Yeah, Johnny fucking Moe. What do you know? Moe's knows, and so does Johnny Moe knows. I mean, that is certainly something. Do we have any other bad D, or is that it?
Yeah, we got a couple more bad Ds. And once again, we always have a theme, and this is leverage once again. We got a slot fade from Higgins, a slot receiver up top. And running back a little bit, you see the communication. He kind of taps looks like maybe his ribs to the outside receiver up top. And you're in that slot. This is one of the toughest routes to guard. You want to keep your outside leverage if you're that slot corner. And why? Because you have your only help deep is that post safety. So you want to use that post safety. Once he gets to your outside and takes away that leverage, the quarterback immediately knows when where he's going with the ball. You even look at the outside receiver, who I believe is Dalton Schultz. As soon as this ball is thrown, based on his release, he knows it's a touchdown. So you'll see the outside receiver, you see him throw his hands up, touchdown, great ball thrown, boom. Once again, winning leverage in the slot with the outside. If you
tackle him here.
Yeah, if you what's that?
When this guy, because if he's even, he's right there. You tackle him.
Yeah, I'm grabbing him.
Yeah,
I'm grabbing him. It's a great throw. It's a great route, and you just make the game tougher on you when you're in that slot. And now it's much easier sitting here with a clicker, as Tua said, than actually getting out there and executing. But if you just maintain that leverage or make it tough, you at least give that safety a chance to help you. But right here, great job. This is a rookie wide receiver, too. This is from Iowa State, if I'm not mistaken. So great job. Boom. Throw it. Pop, get off me. Stack them. Great ball from C.J. Stroud, and once again, running away from your help. So good job there.
Got to have great leverage. Always got to have it. All right, and I think we have one more bad.
One more, and look, I don't like to put bad D from winning teams.
What?
I don't like it, Bruce. I'm sorry, but I had to stick with the theme, and this is a big play. And Omarion Hampton, he was kind of the silver lining in this loss for the Chargers. We always hear the concept, no edge, no chance on defense. So if you look here at the edge defenders, once again, this is for the casual viewers at home. Every defense has an edge to it and two guys responsible to set an edge on either side of the field. Right here's Brian Burrs and Kayvon Thibodeau. So you'll see the edges set. So watch here to the left where the run will happen with Brian Burns. Boom, pause it. So he sets the edge. But, I mean, a good edge is you're setting it, but you're also squeezing it, so you make those lanes tighter. So he set the edge so he can look back at the coach and say, hey, I set my edge, I set it back inside. But you kind of got to squeeze that. So the offensive player here does a good job of creating that space, because the less space you have there, the easier you make it for number 21 to come and fill his gap. And if you let it run a few frames here, he's coming down. Now he has to set the edge on the next level to send the ball back into all those blue shirts coming inside out. But if you watch 53, you take your eyes inside, one more block. He went on the inside of that block. So that means 58 would have to get over to the outside. We saw it earlier with the Pittsburgh Steelers a couple weeks ago. He would have to get to the outside. So if you run it back, actually, you'll see it kind of happen full speed. It's just that one block, and these backs are so good that they find that space, they find the lane of vision, and then you have the explosion to take away angles. We know speed kills matchups, and that's what Omarion Hampton did right there. So it's always about angles, but something that Coach Saleh said, former head coach, obviously a very good defensive coordinator in the league, is leverage. We're always fighting for that leverage, and this is some examples of that.
All you need is one guy to be wrong, and then 10 other people can't even fix it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a sport.
Football.
Rugby is like that as well, right? Rugby is very spread out, but in NFL, if you just get two guys stacked behind each other and one gap left wide open and one gap taken by two people, that's touchdown, bro.
Yep.
That is it. All you need is one person to not see the field the same way. And that's why any play can change the trajectory of a season. Mm-hmm. And that's why you always want to be on good D and not bad D with everything DB.
Oh, yeah.
Baby D-Bot.
Let's go work today, boys.
Great job.